Good morning. So today we will be discussing properties of bases. We have discussed some of the properties of bases. Okay, properties of bases, and we have discussed some of the properties of bases. In fact, bases are better in taste. Okay, bases acts as electrolyte. Bases reacts with some metals to produce hydrogen gas. Now it is one of the very important property of a base that bases reacts with an acid. Bases reacts with acids to produce salt and water. To produce salt and water. This reaction is also called as neutralization reaction. This reaction is also called as neutralization reaction. Why this reaction is called as neutralization reaction? Because acid reacts with bases and neutralizes effect of each other. Getting this? Acid reacts with bases and neutralizes effect of each other and produces salt plus water. And produces salt plus water. Getting this? Produces salt plus water. Okay. And just because of acid and bases neutralizes effect of each other, this reaction is also called as neutralization reaction. So in general, acid plus base gives salt plus water. Okay. We will just try to understand this mechanism. Okay. Let's take example. Say a base. Say it is KOH. Say a base KOH plus say acid HCl. Then it will form a salt. Actually what happens? This KOH is aqueous here. This HCl used here is also aqueous. So this KOH breaks into K plus aqueous plus OH minus aqueous. Okay, and this HCl also breaks as H plus aqueous plus Cl minus aqueous. So what? This Cl minus and this K plus gets combined with each other and form KCl, which is salt here, plus this H plus from HCl and OH minus from KOH, means from base, again combines with each other to form H2O. Getting this? So this is the reason. That's why water is means liberated or formed during the reaction of acid and base. This is, we can say, also example of double displacement reaction. This is also example of double displacement reaction. We have discussed these things. Now come to other next property. Come to the next property. Bases reacts with metallic oxides. Bases reacts with metallic oxides with metallic oxides to produce bases reacts with metallic oxides to produce salt and water. Means we can say base plus, sorry here it is non-metallic oxide here. It is non-metallic oxide. Bases reacts with non-metallic oxides to form or to produce salt and water. So here it is base plus non-metallic oxide, non-metallic oxide, a base and non-metallic oxide. Okay, and both these combines together to form salt plus water. You know, it is non-metal and non-metallic oxide is basic in nature. Non-metallic oxide is, non-metallic oxide is acidic in nature. Okay, two things are there. One is metallic oxide. Metallic oxide is basic and non-metallic oxide. Non-metallic oxide is acidic. Just remember this. Okay. So it is non-metallic oxide, so it is acidic. So base plus acid reacts to form, okay, salt and water. So take a base, say it is calcium hydroxide. Say it is calcium hydroxide. Base is calcium hydroxide, CaOH2 plus acid, say non-metallic oxide, say it is carbon is a non-metal and its oxide carbon dioxide, it will be acidic. Both will combine to form a salt. Salt will be, salt formed here will be along with water will be produced. Okay, so we can say base reacts with non-metallic oxide to produce salt and water. Okay, then come to strong and weak bases. Okay, so it is strength of base. Strength of base generally you can say. And a base can be strong base or weak base or weak base. What are strong base? Strong base are those base which dissociates completely. Those bases which dissociates completely, that is almost 100%, that is almost 100%. Okay, those bases which dissociates completely, that is almost 100% in ions. Okay, or simply write here to give OH minus ion. What are weak bases? Do not dissociates completely. Or dissociates partially, or dissociates partially to give OH minus ion. So here concentration of OH minus is more. In this case, more OH minus is given, more OH minus ion, hydroxyl, okay, is obtained or given, and here less OH minus ion is given. Example of strong bases. Example of strong bases are sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, okay, we will say cesium hydroxide, etc. And this will be CaOH whole 2, MgOH whole 2, etc. So this is strong base and a weak base. Okay, strong base are also strong electrolytes, and weak base are also weak electrolytes. These are also strong electrolytes. Now come to pH scale. pH scale. So we will before understanding this pH scale, I am going to means explain about dissociation of what. Okay, H2O we will say ionizes partially into H plus ion and OH minus ion. H2O ionizes partially, okay, into H plus ion and OH minus ion. Means if it is H2O, it ionizes, means dissociates, simply we will say it is dissociating. Okay, into H plus OH minus. Okay, so if it is pure water, say the H2O we are discussing here is pure water, means free from impurity, no impurity is present in this, it is in pure form. So what if it is in pure form, then the H plus and OH minus produced will be equal in number. Getting this? If the water is pure, means free from impurity, then the H plus ion will be equal to OH minus ion. It means what? It means plus charge and minus charge are equal. Or simply we will say concentration of H plus is equal to concentration of OH minus. This is what? Concentration of H plus, this is concentration of OH minus. Means this is neither acidic nor basic. This shows H2O in pure form is neither acidic nor basic. It is very important. Okay, H2O is neither acidic nor basic in its pure form. Why? Because concentration of H plus ion is equal to OH minus. I have told you H plus ion means acidic nature, OH minus ion means basic nature. So if H plus means acidic nature, OH minus is basic nature, acidic nature is equal to basic nature, means neither it is acidic nor it is basic. So what? It is neutral. It is neutral. So pure water is neutral. Now suppose in this container pure water is filled. Pure water is filled. So now it is what? It is neutral. This time it is neutral. But I am going to add some drops of acid into this water. I am going to add some drop of acids. It is some drop of acid. Now what will happen? Initially this H2O was having, say if NH plus ion was there, then it was also having N OH minus ion. Getting this or not? If there was NH plus ion in pure water, then also there was NOH minus ion. That's why it was neutral. Say here N molecule of H2O is present. But now what happened? Suppose we dissolved drop of acid and say this acid is HCl. We dissolved drop of HCl acid into it. So I have told you when acid is dissolved in water, acid, say here it is acid, HCl acid dissociates into H plus and Cl minus, means it will dissociate to give H plus ion. Now what will happen? Initially concentration of H plus ion was equal to concentration of OH minus ion in pure water. But after adding acid, you can clearly see concentration of H plus ion is increasing. Concentration of H plus ion is increasing. Some extra H plus ion is going to be present, okay, in this water. So what will happen? Concentration of H plus ion will increase. Means what is happening? On adding HCl acid, okay, in pure water, concentration of H plus ion increased. Whereas concentration of OH minus is as means on adding HCl acid in pure water, concentration of H plus ion increased, whereas concentration of OH minus ion remained same. Getting this? So this time H plus ion is concentration of H plus ion is greater than concentration of OH minus ion. Means acidic character is dominating. That's why we will say now this is having acidic behavior or character. Initially it was pure water, it was neutral. After addition of acid, it became acidic in nature. Getting this, H plus concentration is more than OH minus. That's why now it turned into acidic. Okay. Now again we are taking pure water in a container. So if it is pure water, then here H plus ion will be equal to OH minus ion. This time we are going to add some base here. Say here NaOH, sodium hydroxide. Okay, drops of sodium hydroxide base we are adding into it. So what will happen? This NaOH after dissolution in water will break into Na plus aqueous plus OH minus aqueous. Now you can see here now, initially when it was pure water, then H plus was equal to OH minus, concentration of H plus was equal to concentration of OH minus. But after addition of a base, what happened? Here some extra OH minus is, okay, we say releasing into this. So concentration of OH minus will be more, this OH plus minus plus this OH minus. So concentration of OH minus will be increased here. So we will write here, on adding base, here we are using NaOH in bracket, on adding a base, okay, in pure water, the concentration of OH minus ion increases, whereas concentration of H plus ion remains same. Getting or not? When we added base into it, then OH minus, some extra OH minus, okay, came into this container. So this OH minus plus this OH minus means concentration of OH minus is increased now. So we will say, on adding a base, this time we are adding NaOH. In general we will write, on adding a base in pure water, okay, the concentration of OH minus ion increases, whereas concentration of H plus ion remains the same. H plus ion is as it was earlier. So this time what is happening? This time OH minus, concentration of OH minus is more than concentration of H plus ion. Means OH minus means basic nature, H plus means acidic nature. So here basic nature is more than acidic nature. So it is basic in nature. In all of the discussion, you can see one thing is common. In every case, you will get both H plus, you will get both H plus as well as OH minus ion. H plus as well as OH minus ion. In some case you will get, okay, concentration of H plus ion is more. In some cases you will get concentration of OH minus is more, or in case you will say concentration of both H plus and OH minus is same. So what? We are going to define pH scale now. Now we can understand. Okay. So what is pH scale? pH stands for potential of hydrogen. Okay. This pH stands for potential of hydrogen. Okay, hydrogen, or potential of, okay, right here, hydrogen. Okay, or power of hydrogen, potential of hydrogen, or you can say power of hydrogen. And there is one rule, pH is inversely proportional to pH is inversely proportional to, okay, the H plus ion. pH is inversely proportional to concentration of H plus ion. Means what? If H plus ion is more, means if H plus ion is more, then pH value will be this. Getting this now? Both are inversely proportional. One will increase, then other will decrease. So if H plus will increase, means what? It is in denominator, so pH will decrease, and the vice versa. If it will decrease, then pH will increase. Getting this or not? And if H plus will decrease, then pH will increase. Both are inversely proportional to each other. Okay. So we are going to understand pH scale. I am going to write some numbers. A number will start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and this is 14. Here 7 enclose this in a box. Very important. 7 means neutral. Seven means neutral. Okay. And as you are going from top to bottom, then what happens? In this case, pH increases. Value of pH increases. And as you will go from bottom to top, okay. Then this time pH will decrease. And as pH will decrease, means from 6 to 0, acidic strength increases. And means if you are going from 6 to 0, then in this case acidic strength is increasing. From 6 to 0 in this order, then acidic strength is increasing. And if you are coming down from 8 to 12, 14, then this time basic strength is increasing. Okay, getting this? So we will say from 0 to 6, it indicates acid. From 0 to 6 it is acid. From 8 to 14 it is base. From 8 to 14 it is base. Okay. Now you can see we are going from 6 to 0. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. means what? pH is decreasing, pH is decreasing. And if I told you, if pH will decrease, then concentration of H plus ion will increase. So concentration of H plus ion will increase. Getting this or not? And H plus ion is responsible for the acidic behavior. Means if you are going from 6 to 0, then what? Then value of pH is decreasing, means concentration of H plus is increasing. Okay. And if concentration of H plus is increasing, then we can say okay. So concentration of H plus is increasing, means more acidic. That's why I have written here acidic strength increases as we will be going from 6 to 0. And when we will come downward from 8 to 14, means pH is increasing. So if pH is increasing, means what? Means H plus ion is decreasing. So if H plus ion is decreasing, means what? OH minus ion is increasing. So if OH minus ion is increasing, it will be basic. So I have written from 8 to 14. If we are coming from 8 to 14 in downward direction, then basic strength increases. Otherwise, we can say here acidic strength decreases. From 8 to 14, acidic strength decreases. And from 6 to 0, going from 6 to 0, this time basic character decreases, or basic strength decreases. Getting this? So you can be asked, suppose you have a question, means you have two acid, you have given two acid, and one acid is having pH is equal to 3 and other acid is having pH is equal to 1. Getting this? You have two acids, one acid is having pH equal to 3, other is having pH equal to 1. Then which one is more acidic? One is having pH 3, other is having pH 1. So which one is more acidic? I told you this is 3, this is 1. Means we are going from 3 to 1 in this direction. And in this direction acidic strength increases. So 3 and here it is 1. So 1 having acid having pH 1 will be more acidic. It will be more acidic. Okay. Suppose you will be asked, there are three bases. One base is having pH equal to 12.5, other is having pH 13, and other is having pH 13.5. This is value of pH for three different bases. So you have to answer which one is the strongest base. Then 12.5 will be something here, 13 is here, and 13.5 will be something here. As we come downward, then basic strength increases. So this 13.5 will be strongest base out of all these three bases. And substance having pH equal to 7 will be neutral. For example, water is neutral. Okay, so this is all about pH scale. Okay, now come to universal indicator. What is universal indicator? It is mixture of of different indicators, different type of indicators. Or dyes. It is mixture of different types of indicators or dyes which gives or which produces different color, for different pH values. Getting this? What is universal indicator? Universal indicator is mixture of different types of indicators. So many types of indicators have been mixed together. Indicators are dye, so we will say so many types of different dyes are mixed together, and the characteristic of this universal indicator is, okay, for different pH value, this produces different color. So produces different color for different pH value. What is need of this universal indicator? So sorry. What is need of this universal indicator? Actually means if you have acetic acid, okay, and if you have say HCl acid or H2SO4 acid, then on litmus paper both will turn blue litmus paper to red. Both will turn blue litmus paper to red. Okay, so it indicates that both are acid. But when it comes to which one is more acidic, which one is strong acid, then litmus paper or methyl orange or phenolphthalein, okay, all these three fails to explain which one is more acidic. Getting this? Simply these can tell, okay, or these can indicate whether the sample is acidic or basic. And when it comes to which one is more acidic, which one is more basic, then it fails to answer. So universal indicator is prepared, okay, to overcome this. And we have discussed pH. So pH means there are total 14 value for pH: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. And I told you universal indicator is mixture of different types of indicators or dyes which produces different color for different pH. So for pH equal to 0, the color obtained is dark red. For pH equal to 1 and 2, the color obtained is red. Okay. For pH 3, the color obtained on universal indicator is red orange. For 4, it is orange. For 5, it is we will say yellow orange. For 6, okay, for 6 it is yellow. For 7 it is green. Okay. For 8 it is greenish blue. For 9 it is blue. For 10 it is navy blue. For 11 it is purple. For 12 it is dark purple. For 13 it is violet, and for 14 also it is violet. Hope you have understand. If pH of 0, okay, has to be tested on universal indicator, then it will produce dark red color. Okay, if pH of 13 or 14 will be tested, then it will produce violet color. If pH of 7 will be tested, then it will produce green color. Getting this? So suppose we one is HCl acid, other is say CH3COOH acid, and we want to we want to distinguish which one is more acidic, which one is less acidic. So HCl will produce this red color. HCl will produce red color, while this CH3COOH will produce something, I think it is orange color, orange or yellow orange. Okay, so from this we can say, since HCl is producing red color, means its pH will be 1 or 2. Okay, and CH3COH is producing orange color, so its pH will be 4, about 4. Means this HCl will be more acidic. So this is about universal indicator. Okay, we will be discussing more topics in next video. Okay, we are facing light problem. Okay, thank you.